Where are the good men? A lot of them have passed. A lot of the good men are married and happy in their lives. And a lot of the good men, they're buried under stacks of legal paper, 5 miles high. They're riddled with debt, bills coming in faster than they can make money. They're working tirelessly through the day, long hours and late nights studying court dockets and learning the law so that they can self-represent because they can't afford an attorney. Where are the good men? The ones that are left, the ones that are single? A lot of them are walking away because what they were taught the first round in family court is that they're not recognized, they're not seen, they're not heard, and they are being financially destroyed and walking away with little to nothing and without their children. And why would a man risk that again? I know if it were me and my situation, I wouldn't. So when we wonder where the good men are, a lot of them have been destroyed by the family court.
I'm 34. I'll be 35 in almost a month. I have a good job. I have a good career. I'm a kind, loving person. I'm a good friend. I bike for myself. I moved to LA 11 years ago, and I have not asked anyone for a single thing in my life. I worked for everything that I have, and I'm failing at relationships.
So right off the bat, I think what she's giving is strong, independent woman vibes. Even though she's talking low, just look at her aesthetic. She looks really nice. You know, she takes care of herself, which that's not a giveaway. But if you're failing at relationships, that means there's something out there, in my opinion. Not necessarily that's wrong with you. It's like, oh, you're the problem. But maybe you're looking at relationships in a way that you should revise your point of view. And that's what it sounds like right off the bat.
5 reasons why women push away good men. Y'all ready? Let's get into it, family. Number 1, low self-esteem. She doesn't feel worthy of a good man, so she pushes good men away because she almost feels like it's too good to be true. Self-sabotage. Number 2, past trauma. She is easily triggered by things that remind her of her past, and she reacts irrationally, either completely abandoning and running away or reacting poorly, to say the least. Number 3, fear of intimacy and vulnerability. Does not want anyone to get too close to her. Fear of pain, abandonment, or betrayal. This one is related to number 2, as it's related to trauma. So this person keeps a wall up that keeps people out and creates an illusion of safety. Number 4, overthinking and second guessing. This is usually an anxious attachment style, constantly overthinking every action, and can start to easily feel more invested than the other person, and therefore can push somebody away because of the time that has been invested in dissecting what is happening in the situation that the other party might not even be aware of. And number 5, not ready for a commitment or just not on the same page.
This is gonna ruffle some feathers, but there is a gross entitlement in women who refuse to go 50-50, who think it's ridiculous to go 50-50. I think it's ridiculous that you think that's ridiculous. Are you literally insane? If you are pro-woman, if you're a feminist, if you don't like the constrictions placed on you by gender roles and expectations, why would you, in your right mind, believe that just because he's a man, he has to pay more? That's ludicrous! Sprinkle culture is diabolical because what the f is going on? Treat him as your equal. You guys are equals. If you are going to place any expectations on someone purely because of their gender, that's unfair. It's not justified. Period. Point blank, period. I've never expected my boyfriend to pay for our dates. We will split food. Unless someone offers to pay for your meal or offers to pay for something or gets you a gift, you cannot expect someone to dote on you financially. Like, why does that have to happen in your relationship? You have to have a man that can solely provide for you. Are you insane? We fought for decades. Our mothers and grandmothers and their grandmothers fought for equality, fought for the right to work, fought for the right to be able to be an equal. But you want to financially trap yourself with a man and then call us crazy for going 50-50? Girl.
So she's got to have a lot of attention. She takes care of herself, very good care of herself. She wants a man, from what, just looking at her, she's going to want a man that takes really, really good care of himself. And even though you can have a man that does, she wants the next level of that. Does that make sense? Like a man that's got that perfect 5 o'clock shadow because she takes care of herself a lot. She spares no expense, no detail for herself is what it looks like, right? Very clean. Look at the jumpsuit that she has on, her car, just her face, her lips, and all that stuff. It's all put together. So that's going to be hard to find in a man. The second thing is that her voice, her tone, and the way that she's talking, it gives off that, you've got to pay attention to me, and I want you to pay attention to me, and I want to be vulnerable. I want to be able to open up to you, which that in and of itself is not a bad thing. It's just that you can't expect a man from the jump to do that because that's not how men are wired. Women are wired to look each other in their face.
If you're able to buy me a car,
all right, we're starting off a little rocky.
then that's somebody who's having their stuff together, right? If you can buy me a car,
Not mentally and emotionally.
yeah, right?
I think you should pay more attention to the young lady in the background. She's actually the one speaking some sense, but let's continue.
Not saying I can't buy my own car. I can, right?
No one said anything about you not being able to afford your own car. Where the did you get that?
But I'm saying if you're able to buy me a car,
Yeah.
and it's not an issue, and it's not a threat to your life or to your well-being or to your finances,
Yeah.
then you're an eligible bachelor for me.
It makes perfect sense as to why you're single. When the did a car become a reasonable prerequisite to dating?
Okay. All right. What type of, we talking like Chrysler, a little Honda?
No, we're talking about a luxury vehicle.
Luxury. All right.
Yes,
Damn.
we're past that, honey. I'm grown.
So not only is it an unrealistic ask, it also has to be a luxury vehicle. Not to mention, you said that the reason it has to be luxury is because you're grown, which would also imply that people that don't drive luxury cars are immature. I don't get it. Boy, I swear you hoes are losing your mind out here. Who raised you hoes?
If I'm buying myself a luxury car,
Lexus count as luxury?
yes, Lexus counts luxury.
Okay. She's reasonable.
Lincoln, a Lincoln. is
Lincoln.
luxury.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. A little
Yeah.
bit of maybe like a 2020 Cadillac.
No, like a 2020.
That was a good year.
If you're
Fellas, we could say a lot. We really could. But you know what? Allow Father time to show her what reality is for her. That's exactly why she's single now. But don't mind me, I'm just a normal guy. Yeah, keep the change.
I want more men to feel safe marrying the whore because they're going to keep you good. You're going to wake up to sucks.
You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Hello, it is I, Gentleman Black Spider Guy. Everybody, pay attention. Cardi B is a wonderful example of why it is, pay the attention, why it is one should not turn a 304 into a housewife. Pay the attention. If you would like to procure a wife, one should get with a lady that has been raised to pay the attention. Has been raised to be one. A 304 or hoe has been raised, pay attention, has been raised to be a dumpster of the sperm.
Let me be very clear when I say this. This is a movement formed by broke men. Men who have the means to be a provider, they don't act like this. They are more than happy to provide for you in the way that you need as a woman. I am thankful for the men who started this movement. The only men who want to have a soft girl life are the broke ones.
Once you had a woman spend on you, there's no going back. See, this is how I know she's broke. When a man with money and a woman with money get together, they just spend on each other. And she's talking about provision. What are you providing him? See, the type of men with money that she's talking about is the ones with no sauce. She's talking about the men that don't really know women like that. All they know is present some money and follow her lead. So for this soft guy era, broke women need not apply. This isn't for you. Because from what I understood, I thought y'all were out earning men. I thought y'all had more degrees than men. I thought y'all were getting more houses than men. So you mean to tell me you claim to have that bag, but you can't cover a steak? Pay no attention to these broke women because they're not really talking about nothing if they ain't talking about that cash.
And he's right. These modern women ain't talking about nothing. They're not talking about nothing. Nothing at all. And that's what you're seeing from modern women today. They blabber and they talk and they complain and they talk about a whole bunch of nonsense. They're not talking about nothing. They're not talking about nothing at all. Do not listen to them. Do not pay them any attention. They cannot be trusted. I don't need to hear it. Because the money that y'all saying y'all getting, y'all not getting that money. And the options that you say you have, you dig it. Once again, the problem is men don't care. So they go on about their lives, and a lot of them don't dig into what you guys got going on. Once a man starts digging into what you have going on and really doing his research, this is how we found out through observation and looking into the matter that you're not who you say you are.
You'll walk away from a good woman just because you know you. You'll stay with a she'll never know who you are. It's more comfortable for men for us not to be known. That's why it's hard for us to stay down with good women, because good women will look straight through you and say, you sad, ain't you? Nah, baby, what you talking about? I'm good. Or never going to ask you how you feel because she don't care. And many of us like that because we don't care about ourselves, and it feels good to be around people who don't care either. Because when people care about you, it challenges you to get better. When they don't, you can be whoever you want to be. We are in trouble in this world.
If your wife can spend more than you make, like you need to make more monies, 150 maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable for sure. The more the merrier. But
300,000, like I guess if they made less than that, I feel like we wouldn't have the lifestyle I wanted, so I would work. Like life's expensive.
Anywhere from 70 to 100K. I would have to say 127.
$500,000. Is that bad?
Probably 150 to $250,000 a year.
Ideally, my husband needs to be making like 650,000.
Christian women, it is not a suggestion to submit and obey our husbands. It's a requirement. It's a command given to us from the Lord. And for me, it transformed my marriage when I realized that I truly wasn't being submissive and I wasn't being respectful. And when I truly asked the Lord to help me do that, and doing it a lot more and more each day, our marriage just gets sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. Things that I didn't like about him got better because of my submission and obeying him. Of course, I'm not perfect. We're growing in sanctification. But if your marriage is full of bickering and little arguments, respect your husband. Let things go. Submit to him. Respect his leadership and see how things change. You don't need to be in charge of everything. You don't need to always be the head of everything, because we're not supposed to be. And that's biblical. That's what God said. Don't shoot the messenger.
Even having a good man is going to cost you something, and that's going to be amplified if you live with him. Because what you have to realize is that men are raised in a world where they believe that women are to serve them, even if they are good. He can be kind, he can be helpful, he can be a provider, but he's still going to have the expectation that you manage that home and that you assist with managing and regulating his emotions.
So does women.
Because then you're not just his partner. You become his manager, you become the planner. That is that invisible labor. That is that emotional labor, that physical labor, that financial labor, that spiritual labor that oftentimes you don't even realize you're putting into living in this household with this man. This isn't about hating men. This is about how a woman's peace grows differently when her home answers only to her. A man-free home is not anti-love. It's choosing peace over performance.
Guys do go through it too, you know. They're dealing with a lot of they just don't get up and complain and talk about it the way that women do all the time.
There are 3 uncomfortable things that will happen when you start dating an emotionally intelligent man. Most women want to be with someone who is emotionally intelligent, but these are the things you need to be aware of, especially number 3. Number 1, an emotionally intelligent person will want to solve conflicts and talk about things on the spot. They don't value dragging things out for days on end or ignoring each other or playing games. It's very much, okay, there's something uncomfortable happening. There's something that we're not on the same page about. Let's hash it out. Let's talk about it. This is because emotionally intelligent people value peace. So you're going to be talking about things even when you don't want to. The second thing that happens is that your walls get to come down. It doesn't work for you to be closed off or keep this man at an arm's distance. He is going to get in there. He is going to learn your feelings. He's going to learn about your trauma, about your past, about your triggers. This is another level of intimacy that can be uncomfortable, especially if you've been with people where they weren't a safe space for you to share and let them in, or if you've let someone in before and then they've let you down. Emotionally intelligent people, they gotta get in there. They gotta see the real you. And the third uncomfortable thing that happens is when you are dating somebody who is emotionally intelligent, both people need to be taking responsibility for their shortcomings, their blind spots, times where they could have done better, times where they realize, oh, that wasn't the nicest thing to say. And that can be really hard, to admit you were wrong, to admit that you could have done better, to admit that maybe you weren't giving them your best, maybe you weren't treating them the best. But the beautiful thing about that is that when you take responsibility, you will also be met in that, when it makes sense, from a partner who is emotionally intelligent. Men who are emotionally intelligent and have good intentions, they want the relationship to be a place where you both can grow. And as long as you value personal growth and healing and you're willing to do the work, even when it's uncomfortable, this will be a great relationship.
When women present to me on paper, right, he's everything. He's good looking, he treats me well, comes from a good family, he's kind, he's generous, he has a good job. What the is missing? Pick the guy. You guys are crazy. What do you want? You want him to use you?
Settle.
You want him to treat you like
never been in a
There's
toxic
something about
relationship.
women. You guys want a guy who's kind of got a rough edge to him. You guys want a guy who kind of treats you like a I think there's something there when women can say, on paper, he's everything. Pick the guy then. What is missing? Tell me.
Compatibility.
Compatibility. Imagine if I sat here and said, she's beautiful, she's amazing, she treats me kindly, she's a virgin, whatever, all the things that men care about. She's all the great things, but I just didn't feel the vibe, I didn't feel the vibe. That's never gone through my mind. Trust me, the vibe will be there if everything on paper is there. You want the jerk, you want the bad boy, you want the guy with a bit of edge. That's dysfunction, just saying.
The fastest way to lose a good man isn't cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's becoming his biggest source of stress instead of his peace.
Yeah.
Men don't leave because someone prettier comes along. They leave because home becomes harder than the outside world. When a man's dealing with work pressure, he needs one place where he can breathe. That place should be you. Many women forget this. They compete with their man instead of complimenting him, challenging every decision and turning conversations into debates.
Exactly.
That's not partnership. It's exhausting. He doesn't need another mother. He needs his woman. Soft where the world's hard. Warm where everything else is cold. Make home his sanctuary, or watch him find peace somewhere else.
Women will be busy getting multiple degrees, and a man who's had 3 thoughts in his life refuses to commit to them.
Speaking of commitment, this guy's been in my life for 3 years and he still doesn't want to commit to me.
What are you doing?
I'm hanging out.
What are you doing in the car? Hey, what's up, pal? Who are you?
Listen, why don't you get in the car? We've been talking about you. Just get in the car.
All right.
She's planning 5 years ahead. You're planning dinner if someone reminds you.
Playing dinner? He don't plan dinner. He just wants me to stay at home and cook and clean all day.
What happened to those old school women that took care of their husbands? That would cook, clean, take care of the kids?
I go to work every day.
Yeah, but those men had long-term goals, direction. All you got is unlimited requests. Okay, you wanted to cook chicken cutlets for you while you're still figuring things out for the next 12 to 18 business years.
Listen, I just want to give advice to women out there because I'm a little bit seasoned. If you have a good man, don't think you're going to find a better man somewhere else or leave him for a career. That's stupid as f***. If you have a good man, stay with him and build with him and just be happy with what you have. Stop thinking there's something better. There isn't. There's not anything better out there. Stay with a good man because we get bored and we're like, oh, maybe I want to fuck with this athlete. They're anyway.
Well, not according to a lot of these females online who are trying to recruit other females and making sure that they stay single, making sure that they're decentering men. In fact, they're telling them that, look, there's always a better man out there. So if you're in a relationship and you have a small argument, something very, very, very tiny, right? You should leave him and go find somebody out there that's better than him.
When a woman pulls away, most men respond in 2 main ways. Either chase her or they go cold on her. Chasing her is going to feel like pressure, and that's actually going to only push her away. And going cold on her is like a punishment. Both are going to make her nervous system tighten up. The better move you men need to make in those situations is calm leadership. If she's a woman you want to pursue and she's worth it, then here's what you say. You can gently call her out and tell her, I feel that something has changed. Let me know when you're ready to talk about it. There's no begging, no stonewalling. Just stay grounded in who you are and lead the situation. Women a lot of the times do not know how to communicate their emotions, and they need to be led by the masculine.
Okay, I'm confused. So I can make a video on a list of things that make men seem feminine, right? Everyone's laughing, joking, gets a good response. But I make a video just flipped on a list of things that make women seem more masculine, and apparently I'm a piece of shit. I have people like this saying they want to call my mom to tell her that I'm a failure. Apparently I'm 14 and need to be taken off the internet. But sweetheart, I ain't even mad though, because we can honestly be friends because we have one thing in common. We both don't know who our dads are. Apparently I'm and hate women now, and I low-key felt like this was gonna happen. This is why I literally uploaded the men being feminine first, so I had something to look back on to be like, hey, men aren't the greatest either, you know what I mean? But whoever took the rage bait, I'm sorry, I guess.
And you know, I really appreciate the woman saying that, you know, submission is not really an option. Like you guys, because and men continue to say this, even if you're not a Christian, men continue to say this over and over again. Why do I have to provide? And provision isn't like provision is mandatory. Why do I have to continue to protect and provide for you? But you get to choose when you submit, and you get to choose how you submit. I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense to me. Why do I have to keep on doing the things that y'all told me I needed to do, but then you get to do whatever you want to do when you want to do it? That's childlike. I cannot be in a relationship with a child. I don't get it. Well, it's just the way it is, you know, that, and you should want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. I want somebody that's an adult. Men keep on telling you, I want somebody that's an adult. They have their own, they can do their own thing. But I want a partner too. Y'all don't want to be partners except when y'all want to. Y'all watch a TV show. Ooh, now I feel powerful. Now I feel like I want to be a power couple. And now I'm jumping up and I'm going and doing all these things because I want to feel like a power couple. And all that stupid stuff. When you're tired after 3 days, whew, that was fun. What else we got? Because I'm not going to keep on doing this.
Women have no problem submitting to men. I want you to do that. Right? When a woman is misbehaving in your life, she's misbehaving because you're not the man in her life. I want you to understand that. When a woman is arguing with you, she's arguing with you because she considers you to be on her level or lower. Okay, so women have no problem submitting. She's going to submit when she meets the man. The problem is, there are so few of these men that we don't see that submission. But women have no problem with it. The only problem they have is that there are not enough men for them to behave the way they're supposed to behave. So now, what they're doing is dealing with like them. So when a woman is busy fighting you, she's fighting you because she knows you're just like her. You are a Kenobia. He has no respect for you.
What the is that supposed to mean?
How are you?
I'm doing well, how are you?
Good. I'm trying to ask men, why are you like this?
What the is that supposed to mean?
You don't like that? Question? It just means like, why are men the way they are?
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Why are you the way you are?
Well, a lot of things, because...
Okay, well, I'm a lot of things too.
Why does that upset you?
Do you think I'm upset?
Seem irritated.
You seem irritated. Is it a joke?
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun and lighthearted.
The goal is to trap these men and say, like, why are men like this? Like, what the... Honey, your whole premise that you claim is supposed to be lighthearted and fun is right from the first second you're attacking these guys, right? Because your implication is, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you so effed up?
Something that I won't tolerate from women any longer is low effort. Let me explain. I told a girl I didn't have any food in my place, so she sent me some stuff from Instacart. Honestly, it was all good until I saw the whole milk. Who does that? Do you even like men at that point? Do you even care what goes into their bodies and how they process it? I cut her off right there because if she wanted to, she would. I have countless stories and posts on IG. It should have been easy enough to go down my feed and see that I only drink the highest quality of oat milk. What are you doing? And it's a shame because she actually dropped like 300 on me, so I'm set for like the next week. But still, whole milk? That really threw me for a loop, man. It might seem like something that's petty, but at our big age, that's bare minimum. Do better, ladies.
He said he didn't want to marry me because I didn't fit his weight requirement in the 3 years we were together.
He wanted you to be bigger or smaller?
Well, I made the mistake and signed an agreement that I would lose weight.
Tell me about an agreement like this that you had to sign.
I guess basically in order for him to marry me that I would work on losing weight, so he would buy me stuff for me to lose weight, and then he would go to counseling.
What I'm hearing is a broken, dismantled, trauma-filled man who self-projected his self-hate, his insecurity, his lack of integrity on you.
No. We gonna tell the truth in
Let's
today.
go.
Why is it always an issue when a man has requirements? Sometimes we just not yoked for each other, and that's perfectly okay. But in terms of even just like you said, he created a contract. Sure, but she signed it. You don't have to sign the contract.
Okay.
If I felt that disrespected by you writing this contract and laying it in front of the table, I say get the out of my face. But she signed it.
I signed it because I'm 47 now, and I want to be married. I was in love with him, so I figured the pickings is slim.
But I want to say this. Yes, she signed it. Yes, she needs to take accountability on that piece. But to your point that if you're saying that this woman is not the weight class, the body size, I'm not attracted to her, she's not conducive to my liking, why in the am I dealing with her in the first place? Okay? Why in the am I choosing her in the first place? I have the power of choice. There are a million women in here who are smaller, bigger, no BBL and everything else. I can choose that which is conducive for me. I don't have to pour into her or project onto her some trauma that I'm dealing with to say, look, I need you to sign a contract to be a certain size. Go get that to the size you want.
All right. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. A person who's comfortable being on their own is a power person. If you disrespect them, they'll walk away. If you overstep their boundaries, they'll walk away. You see, a person who's comfortable being all on their own by themselves with no one else keeps their boundaries in place. They keep their standards high, and they won't ever negotiate on their values, ever. See, if you're comfortable being on your own, then you, my friend, become unfuckwithable.
How much money do you make from all this? Can you say?
I'd say 2 to 3K a month.
2 to 3K a month?
Well, last month was good. I think I made like 4K.
That's not that good.
That's good.
That's not good.
Why?
That's actually very not good. I thought you would make more. I thought I don't know.
I don't know why you're trying to diss me. What's your credit score? Do you know it or no?
No.
Do you have a debit card or just your dad's?
My dad's.
Makes sense. And how much money does he give you a month?
It's just like unlimited. Yeah.
Unlimited.
I always have access to it.
So we should probably make you pay for all that shit.
Men, I have a question, and I want you to answer honestly. Genuinely, like, how do you feel about women making the first move? Like, if a woman were to approach you and tell you that she finds you attractive, she wants to get to know you better, like, asking for your number or, like, asking to, like, go out with you, like, how do you feel about that? Like, do you appreciate someone coming up to you, or, like, do you want to be the one to do that? Like, does it almost feel like emasculating?
33, I had the harsh realization that I'm not my type's type.
This is good. This is good. Let's see if she can land the plane.
And that's probably why I've been losing in dating.
Yes! Lady, that is exactly what it is. And it sounds so much better coming from you than coming from me. But I want to say I am proud of this young lady because she finally did something that a lot of women will never do. She stopped blaming everybody else, looked in the mirror, and finally told herself the truth.
Remember, it's better to tell the truth.
And that's no lie. Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
In the many conversations I've had with divorced men, I have found there's 4 top reasons that men want to avoid divorce. Number 1, it's the financial hit. They don't want to divide by 2. They don't want to pay child support or alimony. They don't want the lifestyle shift of going from a 2-income household to a 1-income household. Number two, not seeing their kids. They're going to go from seeing their kids 100% of the time for every holiday and special occasion to 50% of the time, in some cases less, which is actually why a lot of times they will take up coaching their kids' sports so they can still see their kids on the days they don't actually have them. Number three, they do it to avoid ending the comfortable and convenient routine and structure of their life. I mean, humans are creatures of habit. So even if the home situation isn't great, turning it upside down and finding a new identity as the divorced guy or the divorced dad is still far less preferable. It's the devil you know versus the devil you don't. And then finally, number four, and it's very distant and rare, they don't want to lose their wife because they could be losing the one. I've really only heard this a handful of times. So are there any other reasons out there that I missed?
She wants to know why men do this, and I'll explain.
Okay, guys, I need y'all to answer this question for me. If a woman's been talking to you for 8 months or so, loyal to you, only kicking it with you, you fall asleep with her on the phone every night. Yes, I said it. Every night. Answers all your calls, unless it's petty arguments or whatever the fucking they're trying to prove a point or something, but doesn't disappear on you. Could share a location at any given time. Want something real. At what point in time do you feel the man should lock in? Because the man doesn't want to lock in. Why wouldn't a man lock in if he has that? I want your honest opinions. Why wouldn't a man lock in with a good, faithful woman or anything? It could be for me, it could be for anything else, but why do y'all men not lock in? And then when women act crazy, y'all want to call us hoes or shit. Why? What's the problem?
So she basically wants to know why men drag it out for so long and don't give you the full commitment after you do all the wifely duties. Now, for women who don't understand this, sometimes a man who really wants a wife, he'll take his time and vet. Not every woman who does wifely duties is gonna be a wife long term. He might see certain signs that you don't see, but you're saying you're doing just enough. Now, some men can communicate with like, hey, I don't like this, but some men with higher standards won't say anything at all. Make you do exactly what you're doing, give him all the king treatment, and you get nothing in return as far as long-term commitment. My advice to you is you can't rush greatness. If you feel like this man fits your standards and checking most of your boxes, do not try to rush the process. The man gives the ring, so you can't really fault him for wanting to take his time to see if he's making the right choices. Now, if you have a time frame in your mind and you saying, well, in 1 year or 2 years, he doesn't make me his girlfriend, you have all rights to leave. But don't rush a man who's trying to find a good woman and a wife. And you want to get married. Pack it up.
And you had in there a woman talking about the 4 reasons that men go through divorce. And I would say, or they avoid divorce. And the 4th one was, according to her, because nobody said this, right? This is who she surveyed. And no amount of women, they fool around and have, in the many conversations that I've had, and they be talking about like 2 to 3 people. So, but I understand it, valid reasons. I assume, or I would think that the reason number 4 is I don't want to lose a person that I love or my wife is because I don't love this woman anymore. This woman is not the woman that I married. And we're not talking about simple changes. We're not talking about stuff that, we go through life and we change and we're different. We're not talking about that. We're talking about seeing another side of a person that I never dreamed I would see. We're talking about a person despising me, thinking that I'm not a man, straight up telling me, "Oh, you ain't a man and you ain't never gonna get nothing from me. Oh, I don't, he just disgusts me." We're talking about that type of woman. I guess you guys forgot about that. I guess you guys forgot about 5, 10, 15 years with no intimacy. Getting on radio shows. My husband provides, he does everything for me. But you know, I just don't want to have be intimate. You never thought to go get that checked out? No, I just thought it would go away. Well, I mean, honestly, if it hasn't gone away in some time, then, you know, maybe you should go get some help at some point in time. Maybe you should go get some help. No, I'm going to keep on trying to do my thing and my home remedies and stuff like that. I'm going to keep on doing that because, you know, he can wait. He should love me for me and not my body. Y'all do stuff that men got to endure. Men have to sit there and bear with y'all stupid selves. Let me not say stupid. The stupid stuff y'all do. Men gotta bear with it. Men gotta take it. Men gotta be more than inconvenienced. Men gotta suffer. He didn't want to get divorced because he didn't want to lose the one he loved. How can I love somebody that don't even like me?
Never feed their egos.
So cool if I grab your number though? I can't take you on a date? Why? Oh, okay, no worries. Excuse me. Oh my god, I'm in love with you. What's your name?
Ashley.
Huh?
Ashley.
Are you from Australia?
No. It won't work. It's English number.
Huh? Oh, yeah, it would work. It would work.
You already?
It would work.
Already?
What?
That's fun.
Who's this? I have no idea what this girl is.
You see how she rejected him? She curved him. She wasn't interested. But she didn't want him talking to anyone else. She didn't want him giving his attention away. That was supposed to be reserved all for her. And what did she do? She came to hate. You know why? Because she couldn't accept the rejection. She couldn't accept his indifference. Indifference is a woman's kryptonite. Why do you think they hate nonchalant men? They always say that, I hate nonchalant men. You don't give them the reaction that they want, they can't stand it. That's the same thing how women say, how come when we reject men, they unsend their DM? Why do you care? That's because rejection to a lot of women is an ego boost. They get to look at it like, oh, look at all these men that want me and that I turned down. And they use it as a sense of validation and a way to boost their ego. A lot of y'all don't realize how much power that you have and your attention. I mean, as a whole, if we were more selective with who we gave our attention to, a lot of these egos wouldn't exist. It's a dirty game. Stay focused though.
How old are you?
Well, that's a secret that I shouldn't tell.
How about you?
I am 51.
Are you single?
Yes. Yes.
If I wanted to take you on a first date in Miami, would $30 be enough to have a good time?
No.
No.
We are more valuable than that.
For the valet parking, yes.
Exactly.
You can park the
That's
car.
only for the valet.
But y'all were both married for 20 years. So why not start with a simple coffee date?
Because we don't have time for that anymore.
We don't have time for a coffee.
We are making big businesses here, and we don't have time for coffee.
So what is your ideal first date then, if not a $30 coffee one?
To go for a nice dinner, I don't care about the money. To go for a nice dinner in a nice place, to have a nice conversation, and that's it. But with a $30 in Miami, you can't go to a restaurant to have a nice dinner. It's impossible.
Why should the man invest $300 for the first date if he doesn't even know you yet?
Because that's what I'm worth it.
We know who we are, so.
Do you think the men in your dating pool now would rather spend that $300 on you, or would they rather spend it on, like, say, a 25-year-old chick?
He can do whatever he wants to do.
We are not looking for men that they value more the age than what we have inside and in our brain.
Yeah.
That's not the type of men we want to be with us.
Men never respect the women that wait. I don't care what nobody tells you, okay? The best thing that you could do is leave and let him figure it out if he wants to come or not. You're saying he acts like he's in a relationship. He does all the boyfriend things. He's doing everything but committing to you. And there's nothing else that he can show you. But the biggest wager is a commitment. This is him saying, I am choosing you. I want to be with you. I don't care what else he's doing. He is just not that into you. And some people can like you, but not like you enough. And that's just that. The commitment is the ultimate wager. He wants to be with you. It could be he has commitment issues. It could be he's just not that sure about you. Maybe he's not that confident in where he is in life. Again, whatever it is, not your dog, not your fight baby, not your cross to bear. At the end of the day, he does not want to commit. A man will do anything for the woman that he want to be with. Anything. They will risk their whole life. They will do anything for the woman that they want to be with. And so I hope you don't internalize it as like, what am I doing? Do I need to reassure you? You don't need to do a thing. What you need to do is walk away until he's ready. I'm telling you, the wait is not rewarding.
Ooh, what's up with y'all?
Brother! Yeah, nah, y'all smell like unemployment and food stamps.
No. Wait, y'all trying to say food stamps because we black?
Nah, we just have extremely high standards that we know y'all can't meet.
Why y'all judging a book by its cover?
Are you guys gonna cook hot breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and work a full-time job, and take care of my kids?
While I sit at home and do nothing, and play video games, and beat my meat 4 times a day?
You gonna buy me clothes? Can't you see I'm a fashion nigga?
Is you broke bitches gonna change Junior diaper?
My last bought me a rollie. I see y'all hoes in here wearing costume jewelry. I ain't bathed myself in a whole year.
Wait, what?
No, the whole baby. I don't have to. Most importantly, we need the balls drained. I'm talking about
And you know they call me 10. I need that head at least 10 times a day. If you think we gonna keep this peace.
Y'all asking for too much. Who do y'all think we are?
Y'all think this is 1950s? Since when men have high standards like this?
Y'all need to have a 900 credit score, nice lips, slim waist, bubble butt, tone abs, you feel me? Eyebrows, natural eyelashes, and beautiful eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Balls.
Long hair too.
Yeah. Pocket. Yes, get the balls.
So what y'all gonna do for us though, if we do all that?
Nothing!
Hey, we still gonna cheat on y'all ass after y'all did all that. You feel me? And we gonna complain that y'all not home enough.
Y'all hella sassy. Hell no.
I think women are so power hungry, and now that they've been given power, it reveals what women actually want to do. Because I just don't think our nature is very good.
Yeah.
I think our nature is like terrible. And so now they're like, here, you terrible people, here's a bunch of power. And they're like, yay, let's be whores. I'm gonna leave my husband and I'm gonna my kids. See you guys.
You make a good case. I can't really argue against
Yeah, like
you.
I just don't think our nature is very good. I just don't like. Sorry, I don't mean to push back.
No,
but
I don't think most people's nature is very good though.
Well, especially women though. I think
Yeah.
women's is way worse. It's like not even like I feel like men's nature is like this bad and women's nature is like that bad. Feminism just weaponizes men's how good of people men are.
Okay, let's hear this.
Because what they'll do is the women are like, please, we want to work, and the men are like, shut up, fine. Here you go, honey, I want you to be happy. And they let us go work. Boom, she's the boss. Cooked. And then they say, look, we don't want to have a kid we don't want to have my kid. I don't want to force you to have it. So they're like, okay, here you go. And they're like, let's all the kids. And we just keep doing this over and over and over again.
Wait, you're shorter than I expected.
Oh, okay. How tall were you expecting?
At least 6 feet. I don't date short men.
Got it. Anything else I should know?
Looks, money, status. I have standards.
That's fair. So what do you usually bring into a relationship?
Excuse me?
I mean, if you expect those things, it's fair to ask what you expect from yourself, too.
A real man wouldn't even ask that.
Why not?
Because I'm the prize. I shouldn't have to prove anything.
I get knowing your worth. But usually, that comes with something to back it up.
I know my worth. That's enough.
Knowing it is one thing, but expecting everything without offering anything feels a bit one-sided.
Men like you get intimidated and start judging.
Or maybe I just look at things realistically.
That's why you don't get women like me.
That might actually be a good thing.
Then why are you even here?
Honestly, to see if there was more than just expectations.
And?
I don't think there is.
Wow, you're unbelievable.
No, I just prefer things to make sense.
I do believe that I'm a 10 wholeheartedly, because why would I downgrade myself? And all of you ladies should think that you're a 10.
Do you think all women should view themselves as a 10?
I do think all women should have that confidence.
Do you agree with her, other 10?
Yes, if they actually work on themselves.
So all women are 10s?
I think so, because we're all
Are all
amazing.
men 10s?
I think in their own way, all men can be 10s, yeah.
How come you're willing to give women the like, yes, girls slay, you're all 10s, the confidence, but for men, you're like, maybe they can reach 10 level?
Because I love women and I want to support women.
So men don't need support?
Men do need support. I never said that.
But
Men is great.
she does point something out where you were quicker to say, yes, all women are 10s, but there seemed to be hesitation when we were trying to do the same appraisal of men.
Just because I don't find every man attractive, right?
You find all women attractive?
I find a lot of women, most women attractive, yeah.
And a lot of these modern women, you know, they don't really understand. So, well, you know, he don't want to commit to you. And you can go down a list of the things that, well, he don't want this. He says he don't want that, and this and that. Really, honestly and truly, you never hear, hey, he's not committing to me because this is a problem that I need to fix. Maybe I'm, maybe I'm not that great of a person. Maybe my attitude is really bad and I need to fix that. Maybe my behavior is really bad. Why are you going out with all these other women? You're not going out with me. Well, like I was saying to you, it was like I was trying to suggest to you without being mean. It seemed like I can't, sometimes I can't really understand, or, I come in, you upset with me. I'm not sure what I did. And I'm asking, what did I do? And you mad at me, and we talking, and you want to get off the phone abruptly. And when I'm trying to call you back, you don't answer. You didn't block me a handful of times within the past 3 or 4 weeks. And I don't understand because I didn't do anything. Seemed like I come to find out afterwards, you didn't talk to one of your friends and they didn't fill your head up with nonsense. And I'm trying to tell you that ain't me. And first of all, we're not even in a relationship. But I've allowed you to go through my phone. I've allowed you to see, come to my place, come to my crib, hang out. I've allowed you to do that, to see I don't be doing anything, but it just be me by myself. I get up, I go to the gym, I go to work. I'm just chilling. Man, if I have some free time, I play the game. A lot of times I'm on the phone with you. A man that's right for you and that's in love, he'll do anything to keep you. No, men get tired too. They get tired too. And men have limits. Y'all keep on, especially if you straight up blatantly doing a man dirty. At some point in time, you're gonna be like, nah, I'm good.